Hey everyone, welcome back to Inscryption. On the last episode, we defeated what it was called, the Temple of the Dead, and I forgot her name, but it's the person that took the character of the stink bug from the first act, so to speak. Then we defeated Leshy in his cabin, which was very much like the first scenario. And now we're in this wizard's tower, which I'm going to presume is going to be related to the bear, because we know the Stoat is like the Machine Lord, so we're going to do the Machine Lord last. So we're in this arcane tower now. By the way, I don't know how any of this relates to like the full comprehension of the story. We were trapped in a cabin, we took a picture of a guy who was Leshy, and his camera traps a soul to people into cards. It seems to be the gimmick. Then there was this viral, I guess, YouTuber or Twitch streamer or something. He was doing card openings of various different card games, including Inscryption. He then got a message saying go to this thing in the woods. He found a floppy disk, inserted it, and I think this somehow links to us playing the game. Well, I don't quite know how it all links together. All I can pretty much assume is that the souls of people are trapped in the Stoat, the stink bug, the bear. Was it a bear? No, it was a wolf, sorry. The wolf and the Stoat. Anyway, let's see what the gimmick is in this place. The note reads, "Greetings. If you are reading this, it must be because you wish to challenge me, Magnificus, to a card battle. But in order to earn that privilege, you must defeat my 3 graduate students. As for their whereabouts, that is for you to discover. Sincerely, Magnificus." Okay. Right, can I take this, please? A strange monocle, you put it on. Oh, so there's this line here now? Okay, so this is clearly a puzzle that I don't know the answer to yet. Can I see it on here now? Ah, there is something different on here, so there's a skull on here now. And it's just a skull, right? Oh no, skull, bird, skull. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've got it. Hello. The pain is unbearable. My organs are melting. Do you see? Magnificus turned me into goo for my final exam. Yeah, I've seen that on the internet. I just need to defeat one more challenger. Then I will earn my rightful place. My rightful place in the deck of the Master as one of his prized cards. Nothing will stop me. I think I'm going to stop you. We have built this fantastic deck, built around the undead, squirrels, and Explodobots. Right, what are you doing? And I don't know the gimmick actually for the mage. So, the power of green mage is equal to the number of green gems that the owner has on the side of the field. So this has a green gem, I presume. Emerald Mox cannot be sacrificed. Well, Emerald Mox on the board provides a green gem to its owner. So they're all 1/2s. So that you're kind of like the ant, but you need gems rather than just ants on the board. I do have Mole Man who could just be a big blocker for me. The rest of my cards are a bit disappointing. But I think I'm willing to keep at it. I could also destroy this next turn. I feel pretty happy about my decision. So I'm going to just go Mole Man out and he's just going to block the board. So block, block, block. He takes 3. Right, I wasn't hoping for a skeleton, I have to be honest with you. We'll stick a skeleton in here to destroy you, which will make you 0 attackers, I believe. It does. Skeleton cuts into a pile of bones. And then you're going to play another gem next turn. Gamblobot! Activate. Pay 1 energy to set the power of Gamblobot random between 1 and 6. I can't do this right now because it'd be foolish. Instead, I'm going to keep getting some bones and I'll just start destroying this lane and see what happens. Okay. I mean, we don't have to worry about things behind. Moleman's going to do the blocking for me again and then perish. Honestly, thank you, Moleman. And that gives me Grizzly. Alright. Well, Gamblobot. Go! Gamblobot rolls the dice. You got a 3, so that's going to be an instant kill. We'll destroy you there, and you'll have 0 attack coming forwards. Nice. Skeleton collapses. Oh, and a squirrel ball. I mean, I'm pushing 3 damage right now, and you're not doing anything, so I feel like I should, you know, keep at it. It'd be nice to get squirrel ball out, I have to be honest, though. But we'll just push 3. Unfortunately, I'm going to get lethal here, and I say unfortunate in the sense that I would really prefer to do more overkill damage so that I get more, what are they called, foils? But we'll just take the victory here. It was still excess 1 damage, so we have 3 foils now. And as I said, our deck is unbeatable. No! Please! Please! Just tell the master I passed! He won't know the difference! Here, take this pack! You received a magical card pack. Master Garanji. If Master Garanji owner controls no Mox cards, Master Garanji perishes. So I assume all these are Mox cards? Actually, pay turbo bonus to increase the power and health of Gormage by 1. Alright. What I don't know is this a cost? I presume so, because this provides a gem. So I assume this needs a green gem to be summoned, and this needs a green and orange gem. So I assume there are 3 different Moxes. Oh, they're the Moxes. It's not just the guys that need gems. They're specifically called Emerald Mox. I don't know what the other ones are called, like Emerald, Sapphire, and... What orange gem is there? I'm not sure. And then we've got Gravedigger and Skeleton, thank you. We will put none of those into our deck. Here, I can open the door for you. What was this way? I assume it's the shop. Also, the inside of the chest is covered in a sticky green goo. But you find a card pack. Blue Mage. When Blue Mage is played, you draw cards equal to the amount of Mox cards on your side of the board. Interestingly, that's the first card I've seen with a draw symbol on it. The cat which really powered me through the early game as well. And a rare, Garanji's Mox, cannot be sacrificed. While Garanji's Mox is on the board, it provides a green gem to its owner. Oh, it's just called Green Gem. Also, Garanji's Mox provides an, assume, orange gem? Yeah, an orange gem. So this costs a green and orange gem, but always then provides a green and orange gem from the future. And then Stim Mage. Pay 3 energy to increase its power and health by 1. The cards are added to my collection. No need. I've already got the perfect deck. My deck has no bad cards, as, you know, the saying goes. By the way, what the fuck is happening with my face? Oh, the monocle. I remember. Oh, I can see my collection here. Interesting. You wish to trade? Oh, it's Ruby, so the orange is Ruby. Okay. And then Blue Mage. I mean, if I was going to build a Mox deck, I would obviously need these gem enablers. Although, admittedly, you're only selling me 1 of them. I kind of wish I could see if I have this in my collection or not. I'm just going to say no right now. But I may purchase 1 of each of your prized cards to try and complete the collection. Anyway. Right, I see this is Ruby now. I presume that just drops me to the next floor. I'll take a free pack, please. You find a card pack amongst the heap of sharp stuff. Okay. Gormage, Master Garanji, Blue Mage, and Insectodrone. It'll strike an opponent directly, even if it's the creature opposing it. That's because it has flying. Do not care. Right. So I still got the eye piece on. I presume this is going to say the door is locked. I never checked it before. Okay, the door is locked. The dummy stares lifelessly back at you. Then suddenly it springs into motion. Ah, I'm fighting a dummy. Practice Mage. Force Mage. If a creature would attack Force Mage, it does not. So you're just going to troll me, is what we're saying. Now, I can kill you with Mantis God, if you'd like, and I think I would like. This is good enough for me. Mantis God, really good in this mode, too. How did you not die? Oh, he's not opposing, so it just blocks the attack. Oh, that's actually pretty spooky then. Okay. I mean, it has 0 attack. How spooky can you be? Alright. It's still fine. I would have played it there, though, if I'd noticed that. To kill a practice mage. Okay. If this is the way we're going to play this game, so be it. I should have put that there. Why did I put it on the side? Doesn't matter. Excess damage gives me more foil. The dummy's hinges creak back into position and it returns to its lifeless state. Ah, that wasn't the solution. Huh. Just want to wander around the room, see if there's anything else I can interact with. It has to be you, though. It has to be your board. Play one board to create a skeleton in your hand. I'm not happy with this hand. Give me a new one, please. Okay, Mantis God is what I wanted. Let's just play Mantis God here and just see what happens. So you have... There you go. I have to destroy cards. So you have Bone Lord. That's really cool. Now, how do I kill Force Mage, though? I'd have to kill it with an effect that doesn't attack. Right? You just come over here a second. You have no attack anyway. Leaves a Ruby Mox in its place. Oh! So hang on, I need to write this down. Skull. Arm. Ruby Mox moves to a new place, pushing anything along its way. So it gets its sigil, interesting. So this is like the sigil on top of the card. So it's like having a totem, is what we're telling me. I'm just going to let this go again. And then you have flight again. I say again, it's the first time you have it. Alright, so it's skull, arm, fly. I understand now. Wait, can I farm this fight for money then? Because it gave me the excess foil. Yeah, you could in theory. Interesting. I'm not going to farm it. But I was wondering if you could get every single like card and card pack, if that does something. Maybe this will always be here to give you the foils. But I was wondering how, like, if you got too few foils, like, what would you do? Maybe it's this guy. Skull. Arm. Flight. Oh. Just imagine you're an ice cube slowly melting on a hot pan. Oh. I was only talking to myself. The pain of being a head impaled on a spear is... Well, it is worth it, of course. Magnificus will award me the highest honor. I will be the centerpiece of his deck. Alright. Well, this is a spicy hand. i.e. I'm going to refresh it. Oh, I've got Gamblobot. Right, you have Mage Knight. Mage Knight is owner controls no mox cards. Mage Knight perishes. Ruby Golem can't be sacrificed. So when Ruby Golem is perished, a Ruby Mox is created in its place. And then you have a Ruby Mox. If I kill the Ruby Mox, though, are you not just going to be sad? Anyway, at the start, we're going to sacrifice a skeleton and just bring out Mole Man. And that's my turn. Mole Man digs down and pops out the block, so he's going to block, and we're going to feel happy. I don't have 3 energy yet, so unfortunately I'm going to have to use the Skelly Boy to break this. Will you not perish now? Or is it like the start of the next turn? No, yeah, it requires Mox cards to exist and therefore dies. Smart play. So block, block. And I've got 4 Bone Lord. Now I can't do anything with 4 Bone Lord. But Gambler Bot I can do stuff with. Next turn. Fuck. I've misplayed. No! I need 4 energy. I forgot you have to have energy to activate Gambler Bot. Alright, bye-bye Gambler Bot. And you are Orange Mage. Mox cards on the owner side of the field gain 1 power. I do not want you to live. Okay. I'm going to put this here to destroy your creature. You are going to push 2 damage towards me. In fact, no, you're not. You're going to push more than that, because this is going to move forwards. They're going to get 1 power. No, they're not, because they're not Mox cards. But he will die and generate a Mox card. I think I put this here and take 3 damage. No, that would be stupid. Would it be stupid? I don't mind this dying. I think I'm okay doing this and just removing a damage off the board. I know it's going to leave up Mox, which will then get damage, which will hit me. But now what I can do... What can I do? I was kind of relying on you dying. Okay, I think I've misplayed this duel horrendously. You're going to kill the Ruby Mox. That's going to come forward, which is the Ruby Mox, and kill me. I think this is fine still. I just put a squirrel to block so I don't die. He gives me 4 bones. Thank you. Okay. So you're the person I do need to kill. But that won't save me. I'm actually dead. Because these 2 will push damage through. Alright. Fair play. I misplayed 1 turn and it cost me. Magnificus was watching, right? Surely I'm only to wait a bit longer. Back to my mantras. Right, we're going again. It's so nice, by the way, that if you can lose games and just reset them. This act seems more forgiving than the last one. I hate that I've got Headless Horseman in my hand. But I do like that I've got Necromancer. I do like Mole Man from the start. So, we're going to do it. We're going to try and destroy Ruby Mox on the right side, and Mole Man will block for me. A squirrel. A squirrel will just have to go into the same lane as you for now. Unless I want it to die to gain more good stuff. I'll just leave this for now. We're blocking 3 damage. But I am losing out on a bit of tempo here. Mantis God is the Mantis Dream. I'm really annoyed because I would like to put him in the place where the Mole Man is, but I can't. For obvious reasons. So we'll just do this. Mantis God hits everyone. This is fine. It blocks their positions, actually. That's pretty good. He dies. That's fine. And now I can play Necromancer on the board. So that if Mantis God dies, then we're not too sad about it. We'll get some more bones back. And you'll start destroying all the Moxes. So he's going to die this turn. Yeah, Mage Knight is dead. 1 damage is pushed to me. Now, Orange Mage is going to die. He's going to generate a Mox here, and we just don't care. Meatbot counts as 3 blood. You know what? Oh, well, I was going to say, I don't really care if you get summoned. I don't really care if you get summoned, so we're going to summon you. I'm just going to end turn here. You're going to live, but I can look for overkill damage now. Hasn't quite played out as I was wanting. I don't think I can get enough bones to live the dream. Like 13 bones. If I destroyed this... I mean, I can't destroy Explodobot is the problem. I can't put him anywhere. This will give me 2, this will give me 2. Yeah, this is all I can do. It's still pretty good overkill. That's 3 overkill, I think. I'll take it. Perhaps I will not be central to his strategy. I care not. He can use me as a chump blocker. I have mastered disappointment. Take this pack. It is my most disappointing pack. Okay, so this is the Sapphire Mark. So it's Sapphire, Ruby, and Emerald. Not unusual. Automaton. Interesting. 3 energy, 1/1. Master Goranji, and so on and so forth. Go. Alright. See you later. Can I fight this guy again? Out of just pure interest. You can. Okay, so this is how you would farm foils if you wanted to. Interesting. I'm not gonna, as I said, do it right now. This will do. Sure. Tomb Robber. You add skeletons to my hand. Give me a skeleton. I can't remember how much this guy's shop cost, but I think it was around 11. It's 5 for the pack. There was then a 1, 2... Maybe it was a 4 and a 5, so maybe I haven't got enough, but... That's not my jam right now. You dipstick. Stay in there. Right. Oh, is the reward in the chest? The chest is empty, save for a single card. Rabbit. The card was added to your collection. The note reads, the top sigil is found by the greedy. The middle sigil is found by the pale. The note reads, the bottom sigil is found by the hard of hearing, or by those who hear too easily. It's in my collection, isn't it? No. Where's that rabbit? Where are you, rabbit? I don't see it in my collection. Can I search my collection for a rabbit? Oh, wait, there it is. I think I just added a rabbit to my deck. I did. I just want to... Why are you going down the stairs? Why are you going up the stairs? That's going to annoy me a lot. Just go down the hall. I just want to check something. Oh, it takes you all the way down. That's pretty nice. If I look here, can I see it? Man, I can see I'm missing a lot of cards. Can I not see it because the rabbit is in my deck? Hang on a minute. Where are you, rabbit? Am I blind? I don't see the rabbit in this. But it is in this. What? You wish to trade. I wanted to see if it was on these. Give me one of these. Give me one of these. One of these. And one of these. So I can rebuy all of these. Okay. Does that fill out my collection anymore while I'm here? I think it did. Yeah, it did. There must be something related to filling out that collection. I bet there's like a secret ending or something. The only other thing I can think of... What were the clues again? Sorry. Is that it's stuff not in the tower? By the greedy. So top is greedy. Middle is pale. And bottom is hard of hearing. Right. Or by those that hear too easily. My God. Or those hear too easily. Right. I'm just wondering if it's in the world. Just jump down the hole. Because I can't see it on the rabbit card. The only other thing I can think of doing is playing the rabbit in my deck, but is the cards in here that are like hard of hearing and stuff? Am I missing something? Because they feel like caricatures. Like I wouldn't say like the fucking bear is greedy. Pale might be like bone lords. Well, hard of hearing are those that hear to it easily. Alright. I didn't mean to do that. I mean, pale bones. Maybe it's in here. Maybe if I've got the eye, and I've got the eye still on right now. You have no offering. Okay, so this isn't it. Can I challenge these people again? Go, I need to collect my thoughts. No. You wish to trade. So it's not on any of your cards either. I didn't mean to go down there, sorry. And what was up here? The mirror. I mean, they were the pale. Alright. And what's this, by the way? Oh, I thought the statues maybe meant something. Is it the graves? No, I'm not seeing anything here. Nothing in here either. Boat, scribe only. In case that happened, backup plan, lest she say. Lest she say guy's insane, wants challenges let units play things. Try to use a mix of different types of cards in your deck to use bones, blood, and energy. Woof. I did. I've legitimately already done that, so thanks for the advice. Check Leshy's cabin. Maybe I'm reading too much into this. Yeah, there's nothing on your cards either. I can't interact with these anymore, so I feel like oh, I can actually interact with that again. No, never mind. What do you say, Leshy? Scribe of the Beast was defeated. Yeah, the Scribe of the Beast was defeated. And you're also here, interestingly, Angler. I thought you'd moved. And you were trapped. Alright. It must be into the tower then, or in my deck. I feel like in my deck was the most sensible suggestion. Hard of hearing or easy to hear? Maybe, oh my god. Maybe I have to play the cards? Which is why you're still here. There's nothing else on this floor, right? There was no other thing to interact with other than these. You reach to the back for more and notice the sigil where the card used to be. That's fly. Hard. So, is chest greedy? Does this stay here? It does. If I reach in one more time, is there another sigil? No. So I'm going to presume it's on different floors. I mean, Pale, you'd be hard of hearing. Because you're a fucking robot. But I've already got your sigil, so it can't be this, right? There's nothing new at the end of this. That's all I'm checking now. Position and goes right to a stair. No. Oh, is it in each of the fucking chests? No. I can't interact with this one again. We could brute force it. I hate these fucking stairs. Not a candle. There's no way to interact with this rabbit, right? Put it in the deck. I'm going to do the world's most tedious exercise. I'm going to play the rabbit card just for my knowledge. If it's not in my hands, I'm going to refresh. Still not in my hands. We'll keep this going until we get a rabbit. So you still have your sigils on. This hasn't changed. There's the rabbit. So if I play rabbit now, you don't have a sigil on you. Weird. Why did you give me a rabbit? I don't understand why you gave me a rabbit. Or is the rabbit meant to be the Pale? Because the rabbit card was in that chest. Maybe there's different chests around the world that I have to look into again. And maybe hard of hearing is skeletons because they don't have fucking ears. I don't know. Where are your chests? Can I re-interact with any of these? Can I re-interact with you? So there's nothing on you. What about you, Bone Boy? Play with an obol if you dare. I don't have an obol. Hey, did you know? Right, you didn't have anything on you either. Fun. Right, I checked you. Nothing hidden in the corner, nothing on the walls. Maybe it was too much of a stretch to assume that it's in different places? But I have to check chest now, oops. Because Greedy could be the prospector. The way you yonder pond is clear. It's not on the fucking shark. I can't even interact with it. Damn pretty picture. Off with you. Damn pretty picture. Because the only other thing I can think of is trying to describe cards. And it's the sigil on the card that I need, but then why would the chest have had a fly symbol on it, or the flight symbol? I think it'd be too much of an ask, unless it literally told you, like, it's the adder. There's nothing called, like, the fucking greedy... I mean, there's a god here. The greedy frog. The Greedo bot. Victor, click mouse. There is Gore Mage. Is it Pale Mage? No. Was there another chest in here? I feel like I went to everything in here. As I said, the only other thing I can think of is that I'm missing something else in the main place, because I can't interact with this chest. So I can't interact with anything in these two places, from what I can tell. I've tried here. I could go to the next area. Greetings if you remind us. It's not just the note of this, is it? No, it can't be. Like, this isn't one of the sigils. No, because this was the sigil for the first puzzle. Game, I need a hint. I don't know what you're asking of me. The note reads, top sigil is found by the greedy. Hard of hearing, or those who hear too easily. Middle sigil is found by the pale. And then there's a fucking sigil in the chest. So I'm gonna make an assumption. I mean, let's say the pale is the flight one. Because that's where the rabbit was. What other cards have I got out of chests? Have I screwed this up? Because I got something out of the well. as well. What did I get out of the well? I don't remember because I played it a week ago. It was a bony card, right? Bone Heap, Tomb Robber, Skeleton, Draugr, Necromancer, Gravedigger. Was it Drowned Soul? Did I get you out of the well? Flight, Dig, Skull, Rabbit. Dunno. Humour me here. Okay. Let's put this one to flight. One moment, I want to go and check my VODs. Hey, I'm back again. So I did look, it was Drowned Soul that I got. So if it was to do with Drowned Soul, I mean, it'd be weird if it is. So I think this is the wrong line because it has 2 sigils on it. So, I mean, like, there isn't a death one on here, right? No, there isn't. But you'd think it would be the bottom one if it was going to be hard of hearing or those easy to hear. Because maybe it's, you know, hard of hearing the skeletons don't have ears. Or they'll be able to hear. But you can hear them easily because they tell you your story. And that has the diver symbol on it. The rabbit one was flight. I don't know if rabbit would be greedy or pale. Like, rabbits are pale, but not all rabbits are pale. So maybe it's the top one, but in which case, just doing this should solve the riddle. But, I don't know. I just feel like I'm missing something, and I don't want to look it up. Because that'd be to admit defeat. What I might do, maybe we go to the other area. I hate the stairs. Just do a little tour of the rooms. Okay, you just jumped straight to that hole. Greedy, pale. Because why would one of them be in a chest is what's bothering me. Because maybe that is the rabbit one. So the rabbit would be either greedy or pale. Maybe it's greedy and it's like representing Leshy. Because he's the Beast Lord. And then maybe I'm looking for other cards from the Bone Lords and so on and so forth. But I haven't really had an equivalent thing for the bones. I've just gone around the bone place. And I can't find anything. I haven't been to Cybertown yet. So maybe you have to do this one last. But that doesn't seem sensible. I feel like we should be able to solve it by stuff in the tower, but I could be reading this completely wrong. Again, I could just brute force it. It'd be ultimate tedium. Nothing on here, nothing on here. Like, there's shit over here. Oh my fucking god. Hey, there's a skull in here. Top, greedy. Bottom, hard of hearing. So it's probably the bottom one, I'm gonna guess, is skull. Anything else in this room that I should know about? Can I continue on in it? Anything else? Any more secret things? No? Right. Well, check the corners of the rooms then. Oh, so this actually does loop round. You piece. Any more gunk in the corners that I should be aware of? Anything hidden behind the books? I feel like I can see the wall there. Is it up here? Oh my god. What the fuck is this? Write down the number. 129278. What is going on in this game? Harry... Reginald... I don't know what the last name is. Is it like Wilson or Wisconsin? Oh, no, is it Wisconsin? Is he just called Harry Reginald from Wisconsin? What the fuck is going on? 1954. I'm so confused. Like, what is this? I'm looking for a solution to one puzzle and I've got something more puzzling. Alright. Can I get into your corner? No, you're blocked off. So fighting you is the answer. Chest, corner. Can I see any more of this gunk in this room? I really can't. Okay. So, assuming hard of hearing or those to hear easily is the skull. Then, assuming that pale is the rabbit, then I can just brute force the last one. Answer, I can't. Maybe the skulls are the pale. Hard of hearing or easily to hear. Is rabbit just greedy? I don't understand. What? I don't even see what the last symbol was. You're gonna have to freeze frame it. So rabbits are greedy, I guess. The skull was pale. And then hard of hearing, God knows. There must be another clue I'm missing. Anyway. At last! Stimulation! My test has been sensory deprivation, you see. To unlock the full potential of my mind, you see. It's unlocked now. Hear me, Magnificus. I'm ready. We have to battle, okay? Right. What are you doing? Sapphire Mox, Hover Mage. Hover Mage will strike an opponent directly if there's no creature opposing it, sure. And Gem Fiend. If Gem Fiend only controls no Mox cards, Gem Fiend faints. That is pretty good for me. Why? Because I can put the Lord of Mantises here to kill you on the next turn, and then you will perish. I will kill everything. It's not great to have the Mantis Lord in the corner, but, you know, needs must. Then I can play Tomb Raider, or Robber, sorry, Tomb Raider. I can play Tomb Robber, and just give me a skeleton. And I'll block with a squirrel. Actually, I didn't really need the blocker, to be honest with you. Okay, we have the 13 Bone Lords. I would like to save some of my bones now. You're dead, so I don't need to do anything here. Gem Fiend dies. There's another Mox guy coming, but it doesn't matter. Because this is going to die. We can't attack Force Mage, that's fine. Are you just going to instantly perish? Yes, you are. What a weird jewel. Right, you have flight. So you're an issue, because you're going to fly over me and hit me for 1 every turn. And there's not a lot I can do about it. Now, I can... Ooh, wait a second. I can play Squirrel Lord to start generating squirrels, which will turn into bones. Or I can just kill you. Actually, I don't have lethal on you. Break the squirrel. You can't attack So I think I just end turn and we trade the turn out, basically. You hit me for 1 again. I sack Squirrel Lord. What am I doing? I think the most I can do is overkill now. By playing you. I'm just not going to mess around. How was that only 1 excess damage? Surely that was 2. No, it wasn't. I was 2 off lethal. That was incredibly stimulating. We aren't done, right? I wish to see the light again. To sing, to dance. You wouldn't leave, would you? Just give me my pack and let me go. Alright, thank you. Ooh, wolf cub. See you later. If I open the door, you'll stop by on the way back and let me out. Right? Can I look at the fucking puzzle again? Never mind, we'll just never know what the answer was. I've missed something in this room, I presume, because there's no way you'd put 2 clues in there and not the 3rd one. Can I switch the camera around or something? Can I rotate it if I miss something? Alright, I can move up and down with scroll wheel, bizarrely. Whatever. Let me out. Hello. Anything I can steal in your room? The note reads, "The dearest Grimora, I believe PO3's plot may have gone far past the extent of a common power grab. Indeed, this great transcendence will have catastrophic and unpredictable results. The note is incomplete and ends abruptly. I urge you to consider..." Right. What are you doing? Ah, you are here at last. How do my pupils fare? No matter. There are far more concerning issues at hand. Do you understand the canvas that you have been woven into? Nay, you are the brush, and the artist moves you with a terrifying mastery. My eye aches with premonition. The future is very, very grim. First, we must battle. Behold, the brush of the scribe of magics. My pupils would die to be painted by it, and live forever as a card. But that is not the full extent of its powers. Now, for a bit of colour. This one needs some bleach. Oh, they changed my sigils. What's this fucking guy pirouetting for? Holy shit, he's just changing all my sigils, right? Oh, every card I draw, it's going to be a new sigil. Well, this is an awful hand, so I'm going to refresh. Are you going to paint them all again? Yep, you are. Okay, this is a bit spooktacular. Magnus Mox cannot be sacrificed. While Magnus Mox is on the board, it provides a green, orange, and blue gem to its owner. That's pretty bad. Mox card on the owner's side of the board gain 1 power. And the green mage is the combined power of green gems that the owner has in that side of the field. So this is going to be a 1-2. Alright. And you're a Mox, so you're going to become a 1-9. What have I got? When Squirrel perishes, a ruby Mox is created in its place. That's pretty bad. Can you stop pirouetting around, please? I'm having some issues right now. Mox cards on the owner's side of the board gain 1 power. This seems really bad. I feel like I should be running a Mox deck. Because you've changed all my effects to Mox cards. Okay. Oh, we're moxing things up now. You're just going to be blocking this one attack continuously. No, my Explodobot has now got... When Explodobot is played, a rabbit is created in your hand. And the rabbit is defined as 0 health and 1 power. Brilliant. Well, you're going to go here because you're at least a 1-1. Explodobot pulls out a rabbit, which now gains When it perishes, a ruby mox is created in its place. Okay. So if I block with you, then when I play Tomb Robber, it's going to become a 1-2. Leaves a ruby mox in its place. That's really bad to get. I should have done this really differently. I've kind of screwed up, actually. It's fine for now, because I can at least block attack here. He'll do one. I should have swapped them around. I should have put the blocker here to block this guy. Okay, we might have to build a Mox deck to fight this guy, which is really annoying because I like this deck. I could try and brute force it though. Once character perishes, the ruby mox is created in its place. Sure. I think the stat is more important. I can't really play Pharaoh's Pet, sadly. It's too expensive for me. Oh, Mantis God. Poor Mantis God. Mox cards on the board gain 1 power. I think I sack you and play you here. You'll kill that. Didn't that say if it dies I get a Mox card? Where's my Mox card game? Do I spend 6 bones? I have no Mox cards. I'm literally just... No, I can't. I refuse. What are you? Mox cards on the opponent's side of the board get 1 power. Alright. This is actually fine. I can recover from this. Right. When it's destroyed... Sure. There's no reason to play you right now. I'll hold you in my hand. What are you? Mox has gained 1 power, thank you. Again, there's no reason to play you right now. I might actually win this, remarkably. More mana leaves a ruby mox in its place, so it gains 2 attack. What are you? Ball of Squirrels. When it perishes, he gives me a ruby mox. Brilliant. That's what I wanted to hear. Now, I could play a squirrel here, which would do nothing in this lane right now. But it would give this 3 attack for at least a turn. To try and eat through Magnus Box. Or Magnus Mox, sorry. I think I do. Oh, my poor Gamblo bot. Alright, gives me rabbits. Right. What do we do next? We play good old Meatbot to block an attack. And when he dies, he's going to generate a Mox. Which is a 3-1. Hey, it's another 1 attack unit. That's pretty good for me. Oh my god, I killed you. I must be slowing down with age. I may need to set my brush upon my own cards once again. Okay. So you rewrote the effect of your cards and we're dueling again. I'm honestly not bothered. Oh, it's got the porcupine effect thing. Yeah, it does. Unfortunately, I've got a 0 attack unit opposite it, so, you know, unlucky. I'm just going to send you to the Shadow Realm this turn. What a weird battle. Very well. Nice. Magic Lord defeated. Now, I have a horrible feeling that with those in that 4 order, maybe I should have gone and fight the third one. Third? Very well. We have battled, and now I may speak, you see. My eye, it aches because it remembers. It was excised by none other than Leshy, the scribe of beasts. and a beast he is. Arrogant, single-minded, obsessed with gaining power. But he is far from the worst scribe to become hegemon. You see, the ejection of my eyeball is far from the worst thing that can happen around here. You must be especially aware of... Have I done a sequence break? Was I meant to fight you last? Have I fucked up? Have I royally fucked up? I don't know. And it's hard to check. So, let's keep going.
I think I've just got to send it. To whom it may concern. It's a bit formal. Hello there! Exclamation point. My name is Luke Carter, and I'm a fan of your collectible card games. If you've ever taken a look at my YouTube videos, you will know how appreciative I am of the merch that you've sent me over the years. So it was a great surprise to learn that there is a digital version of Inscryption. I think maybe one of my fans pranked me and buried a copy in the woods near my house. Upon further research, however, I have not been able to find any record of this game. Is this some kind of elaborate hoax? Any trace of this game? Is this some kind of elaborate hoax? The game doesn't seem like the work of a prankster. It at least appears professionally made. I am both puzzled and excited by this discovery. Any information you can provide would be much appreciated. Thank you, the Lucky Carter. Okay, good enough. Sent.
Okay.
Hey card gamers, I'm the Lucky Carter, and this, well, it's a bit of a strange video. It's actually more of a question to my audience. As I've learned over the years, nobody knows card games better than you guys do, so I'm hoping someone can help me out here. Did anyone ever play an Inscryption video game or hear about it? I'm talking about that vintage one-set card game I opened packs for last week. I don't know what I'm allowed to say. I don't want to get in any trouble here. I think I've got the only known copy of the digital version of Inscryption. I've been filming myself playing it, and it's weird, guys. I don't want to get in any hot water by showing the footage, but can someone please prove me wrong? Please tell me someone has a copy of this game. I have been looking online for days, and I cannot find a word about it. I reached out to the publishers, hoping maybe they would get back to me, but as a fallback, I got you beautiful viewers. Hopefully dig up something. That's it. That's the video today, guys. Thank you so much, as always. And, oh yeah, what the fuck is the card?
Oh.
Mr. Carter, we have received your inquiry regarding a digital version of our intellectual property Inscryption. I can assure you that no such software exists in any official form. However, if you have indeed come into possession of proprietary Game Funa hardware, you are compelled to return it to us under the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. The hardware will be considered stolen if it is not returned to us within a reasonable time frame. Please carefully package the hardware and paste the attached shipping label to the front of the box. You may mail the package at a local post office. We would like to avoid taking legal action in your case, so please do not delay in returning the proprietary software. Sincerely, Game Funa, Customer Happiness Department. What the fuck?
Oh. You might
I
need to
think
get a
this
new
woman's actually
camcorder.
from Game Funa. She came to my door yesterday, and I didn't answer.
This time I'm gonna record it.
Oh, I don't like this.
Hi!
Hi there.
Hey.
I'm floppy disk for a game called Inscryption. I was told you came by a copy of it somehow. Sound familiar?
No.
No?
No, I don't know anything about that. Inscryption, you said?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
Really? Because, apparently you emailed us about it. You are, Luke Carter, right?
Oh.
You know the luckycarter@gmail.com?
Yeah, you know what? That's, I am Luke Carter, but that's not my email address.
Really? Because, I just noticed because I've seen your videos.
Oh.
I'm a big fan.
Well, thanks for watching. Listen, how'd you know where I live, exactly?
My boss gave me your address.
And how did you get past the side gate? It's locked.
Okay, Luke. I'm going to give you my business card. And if you remember anything at all, feel free to give me a call. Okay?
Will do. Take care. What the fuck?
I know, is it normal to have, like, a locked gate to your property? Unless, like, you're living in a mansion or something, you have security. But being, like, a card packer opener, actually, you're not. Because you're spending all your money on paper crack. Anyway, another error. Yeah, that's fun.
Hey there, card gamers! I'm the Lucky Carter, and this is another pack opening video. Today I'm opening Secrets of Legendaria.
Sounds good.
Hoping for that sweet, sweet foil Valamir.
Okay. Yeah, we'll stop browsing the footage. You received a magical card pack. What the fuck? Okay, maybe I haven't sequence broke then. Maybe we're fine. The card's added to my collection. Oh, another pack. Thank you. Okay. Add them to my collection too. He's gone. Right, what's in this room over here? I'm gonna guess that I have sequence broke. And that I'm not meant to have done this yet. Maybe the third clue was in the other area. But it knows that I haven't beaten the third scribe. So it won't let me interact with this. Because my eye's on. I see the looped hair, but I can't interact. Alright, I'm gonna call that hair for now. And I'll go to Mechano Zone and see, you know, what comes of that. And then maybe we'll come back here and see what comes of that as well. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Everything helps me out. Feel free to let me know if I did sequence break in this part, but don't spoil it for me. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.